Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're gonna have a chill live stream, talk about some things, talk about some of the top narratives of 2026 that we could look forward to. Because I did see a comment on X today, well, actually not too long ago, about the best narratives for 2026. We live on Kick, Zora, Retake, YouTube. You already know the deal. As you guys come in, don't forget to like the live stream. Let me know what's your favorite narrative in the comment section down below. Jay, how you doing, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody?
Man, how's the markets treating you right now?
I'm out the markets, man, so I'm feeling real nice, man. It feels good to. I mean, it doesn't feel good to be down, but it feels good to like make a move, and then that move plays out for my bag, you know?
Yeah. So you stacking up on some stables?
Yeah, I'm trying to stack up on stables. You know, I'm always trying to earn free crypto, stack up on stables. So I'm feeling really good. To be honest, I'm not looking at too much of what's happening right now because it doesn't look good.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. You guys already see what's the ticker for Christmas, guys? What's the ticker for Christmas? Let me know what you guys are playing, if you're even playing in a market right now, because there's not much going on. There's a few new launches that's going to be dropping that we're going to talk about very soon here. So you guys let me know your ticker. Let's get through the regular intro. You guys know, check out the Patreon. Check out all the posts we've been making on Patreon for all the plays we've been getting into, the wins, the dubs, everything like that. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Then you guys can pick up my ebook, The Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative, vesting, all of that is very important. So pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. So links for that will be in the description down below. And after you check all that out, you guys can sign up on the Patreon and check out the group, see if it's for you. Check out the private side of Discord, see everything. And if you guys don't know, we are partnered with Tangent here, so if you guys want to save 10% on your next set of cards, use code EverythingAltcoin, save yourself 10%. And they do actually have a 15% off, a deal going off as well, plus a 50% off on your second set of cards. So they got a bunch of deals just going on there you guys could take advantage of. Their Tangent Pay is dropping. Well, it's actually started to roll out. I just got into it, so I'll be using my Tangent Pay as my little Visa card. You got a Tangent Pay yet? You got a Tangent card, Jay? I just thought about that.
No, I haven't got a Tangent wallet or a Coinbase wallet, but that's two things that I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah. So pick up. You already know. Use code EverythingAltcoin.
Yeah,
and if you guys don't know, I've been slow on to uploading some videos, but they're coming back. It's because I've been working hard on this app here. I think by the end of this month, we're gonna have it live. This right now, we got it submitted to the Apple Store, and we got to do the whole thing for the Google Play Store. So it's going to be live by the end of this month here. So let's get into some of this crypto content before we look at Jay's chart here. Naval put out this tweet back in October. I found this kind of interesting just to talk about just this cycle here. Well, this live stream. Mm-hmm. Crypto is degenerate gamblers chasing their first bag. Oof. That actually hurts a lot. Investors funding the build out of global casino. Bankers hypnotizing the masses to collect their VIG. All meaningless and inferior without cypherpunk who defend the dream of encoded and unstoppable cash. God damn. What do you think about this?
It sounds like where we are in the market. It sounds like anger, depression. That it sounds like a lot of people are going to be saying F this, F that right now because of the charts.
Yeah, fair.
But the chart is not matching the adoption, so it never does. But the adoption is still happening. So even somebody in the comments said, "Fuck crypto, wake up."
Oh damn, I ain't even see
Your
that.
You're using it, buddy.
The truth hurts. Fuck crypto, wake up. Well, I've been here before when I've heard that.
Exactly.
Yeah. What was it? What that guy be saying? It's always well, I forgot the saying. We bag, then we lose, whatever it is. But anytime crypto is down, you're gonna get these type of comments. I actually like seeing them, man. Shows people are live.
It lets me know that we're on the right cycle.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, a lot of development is going on right now. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Do you guys watch soccer/football? Tether has submitted an all-cash proposal to acquire Juventus I used to play with them in FIFA Football Club by purchasing XOR controlling stake. That would be kind of interesting. Bank of America says banks will move on chain over the next several years. We already knew this was happening at some point in time. It's just the older folks is just finally starting to catch up to what
Right.
us young people already figured should be happening. All your wealth is rotating into BTC, Gulf Sovereign Fund, family offices, and private banks are adding BTC via spot ETF. That's pretty bullish in my opinion. Some oil money drop into some crypto, to Bitcoin. Now, a little bit of the manipulation going on here. I know you had to have seen this.
Yeah.
Just off this little pic here that Ethan posted. This is crazy. What do you think about this? This is heavily manipulation.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Because ain't no way, bro.
I kind of look at the markets a little different now. Just, what is manipulation when we always got market makers?
Okay. That is true. That's true. Damn.
Like, we got market makers who set the market.
You ain't got to hit us over the head.
Yeah.
Wintermute has dumped 50% of his holding in the past 3 months. Non-stop selling of millions in BTC ETH sold, and it continues here. What do they know? Is a big dump coming up? We're gonna get into that because Jay got some thoughts for us, man. Crypto Rover put out this tweet here. Bitcoin is in a discounted zone, but patience remain key now. The lower we go, the more I buy. You can see it. Does people still look at the rainbow? I don't know. Is this the? Yeah, this is.
I thought the rainbow chart got that stock to flow model on the rainbow chart. I thought that got debunked like last cycle.
Everybody's looking for some hope, and they try to bring it up.
They try to bring it back. Hey, look, we at the bottom.
You can't. Yeah, I can't blame him, man. AO also put out this tweet here. The last 3 times the sarcastic RSI on the US 10Y made a bullish crossover, a Bitcoin bull run followed, right? But then this is pretty much what Crypto RS puts out too. The golden cross at the bottom as well. Do you think we're getting into that? Because right now, Bitcoin is at 85K. What do you think, Jay? It's time for you to start talking out here, man. What are you thinking? Let me bring your charts up here because you got to get straight into it.
It's a little bit like everyone is like calling it right, but at different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, first thing is, we're looking at, this is a cycle chart. Each blue line is the halving, right? This red line I got marked right here, that's supposed to be our bottom if we match up with the bottom of previous cycles. So that's supposed to be our bottom right there. That's November 2026. And people are saying, hey, this market cycle is different. What you see here in this first cycle matches the second cycle, also matches the cycle that we're in right now. So it's not different at all. It's actually matching up to a point where I'm like, it's only off by like 20 days or so. So we're getting what we've gotten in previous cycles. It's just because we don't have a bigger pump, like the pumps are smaller than they were before because obviously law of diminishing returns. So we're not pumping as much, but we're definitely getting a pump and then a similar cycle to before. So just looking at that information and taking that into account, ignoring all the noise, I go back to my, my day-to-day chart, and then I see, hey, we're failing the 13 moving average. We got support. The only support we really have on this chart right now is at like 71K, like real support. There is support right here around 80 something K, but it's not much. Over here you have a little bit more support. So overall, I think we're just going to need time to kind of, like now that we're going down, hold on, let me put it like this. Now that we're going down, it doesn't just go straight back up. You know what I'm saying? It has to kind of, since we're talking about each bar is a week, then it might take a little longer than we want it to take. But, it's not looking good for at least another couple weeks.
So what's that first support? The price at the first support?
First support, that's at 82,200. So 82,200 would be like the first support. Like if we have any hopes of this still remaining to like go straight up from here, then we kind of want it to bounce on that level because we don't want to put in a lower low. So we want to be higher than this level to have any type of hope. So like if we close right here and kind of bounce here and go up, we won't be putting in a structure that's really bad. You know what I mean? Because we have the bad structure we put in right here, which started over here in October. We put in this double top, and now we're suffering from that. For this double top to play out, the support is down here at 71. You know, it's like 70% chance of hitting that 71% after this pattern plays out. The only way we're gonna get that other like 29% is if we bounce here, which doesn't happen likely, but it's still possible. So just overall, like I was saying in the last couple of weeks, man, we needed to hold those critical levels. We didn't hold those critical levels, so now it just looks like more downside overall.
Ah, damn, I don't want to hear it. But you had a little take though. You said that you think we're going to bottom out November 2026.
Yeah, if we follow if we follow previous cycles, then unfortunately that will put us at like next year being mostly a dumpy ass, boring, horrible, everybody get mad, everybody hate crypto year, and then in November we start heading back up toward the halving, you know, and then on that heading back up, it'll be like usually, because look, let me show you on the chart. So I'm not just, people don't just think I'm just talking out my ass, right? Like if we put this on this weekly right here, and you got from the bottom here, this is the previous cycle, or the bottom here, the cycle before that, the real money is made if you buy in that area. That's why I got this red bar over here to let us know like, hey, we're in that area where typically that's the best area to buy. Bitcoin was at like 16K. It topped out at 126. Over here it was at like 3K, topped out at 70K. So once we get here again, that would be like the opportunity to buy. So we have all this time that we could be accumulating before we even get close to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually open. I'm actually open to some downside, man. I'm open. There's gonna be a lot of plays that's gonna be on the low that I need to pick up. Yeah, I'm actually open to it. I want it? No, but I'm open to it because obviously we in crypto. Let me look at some of these comments here. Super says I was going to order a tangerine ring, but needed to get my finger sized. Yeah, even if I didn't need to, I wouldn't have gotten one. I don't trust that. I don't know why.
You don't trust the ring?
Nah, it's not the tech, but I just don't want to have my crypto on a ring.
Yeah.
So like
you might accidentally tap a.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. 99% of crypto is absolute trash. You are absolutely wrong. Right about that. Sorry, I didn't mean
that's
wrong.
true.
You're
I was
right
gonna say there is a lot of crypto that's trash, but the 1% that's good is good.
That's the one we're looking for.
Exactly. That's what
if you've never used more than 5 blockchains, technically you're speaking to the wrong person. I'm in these crypto streets.
And he said, you've never used more than 5 blockchains. I have plenty of reasons to use more than 5 blockchains, but also the longer you get in crypto, you understand that you don't need to use 5 blockchains.
You don't, but everybody know my channel by now. I really don't use more than, I haven't gone past base right now lately. I've been on base. Everybody knows me. I'm just a base god. If anything, I'll go onto Solana from time to time, see what's going on over there. Even ETH alts, I don't really pick up ETH alts that much. BSC, don't do that. I don't mess around with Tron.
For me, since I'm more like project based, it has me all over the place. Even like one of my biggest plays was on GoChain. We talked about that last time.
So man, that's a minute ago. They don't even know what GoChain is.
Yeah, because it's dead. But like for me, it's like when you see a good product, man, you got to go get it out the mud. And the longer you're in crypto, you will end up on more than one blockchain.
Yeah, privacy on base. Veil, we're gonna look at Veil. I do like Veil. Development for a stable coin.
He was saying that the development that's happening is for stable coins, which yes, is true. Stable coins first, then tokenized everything after. But stable coins is the infrastructure that we need first. We need a solid dollar on blockchain first, not a bunch of different stable coins. One that stays at $90, that stays at $1, doesn't go to 101 or 99 cents, and then you will have all of the other riskier assets come up.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the financial people are really talking about is stable coins. Infrastructure for stable coins and things like that. So hello from Alberta. Hello.
Alberta.
Short that BTC, boys. She's on the way down. God damn.
Yeah.
Prediction markets on base, LMTS. Yes, I was going to talk about that later on in the stream. Stables on base, ANZ. We could look at that too.
Oh, they still ANZ's been going crazy over the week. I saw.
I ain't even peep. You guys are straight clowns. BTC is the only coin that did a 10x in 2 years. Everything else is going to 0.
What?
Well, BTC did a 10x in 2 years.
He says is the only coin that did a 10x in 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know, man. See,
yeah, whatever.
The
bro.
truth hurts.
The truth. He said that.
Yeah.
He must. Be.
I did also want to talk about this one real quick. I don't know. Let me zoom out real quick.
Yeah, he must have did it. Bitcoin Maxi. It's okay.
Yeah, yo. As things start to look a little bit more interesting, I did bring this up in my Discord group. I don't know how you feel about this at all, because this seems a little bit interesting in my opinion. I basically, like I said, the app I'm developing here. Last week, right before there was a dump, I showed it in this little screenshot here. I couldn't pull up everything on here, but there was a dump on the 15th that correlated with the other Kevin Warish, who took the lead as the next Fed chair, and he's pretty much bearish for the market. And that caused the market to dump. It literally just dumped, and you can see it from right here. The 15th here dump. The screenshot is not going to show pretty well, but let me see if I could just go onto here. So yeah, on the 15th, he took the lead, and that was on prediction markets. He took the lead. A dump happened. Let me go to price real quick. Sorry. A dump happened. Nothing too crazy. Then yesterday, right? Or yeah, it was yesterday. The other Kevin Hassett, who is pretty much the bullish Fed chair that wants to do all the cuts and all of that. Yeah. When he took back the lead to 53% and the other Kevin dropped, the market pumped again.
That spike happened.
Are you starting to think, well, not you, but I'm starting to think that people are going to start using prediction markets as a way to correlate to the market itself? Do you think that?
Yes. Absolutely.
Explain a little bit more.
Well, the reason why is because like in prediction markets, what they're finding out is like most things are based on like they end up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know.
Yeah.
So they're using prediction markets to say, hey, if most people think this, and most people are probably going to buy it. Most people think that, most people are going to sell. So definitely prediction markets, definitely there's something to that.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. You know how they say, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news or something like that. This is what those charting guys say. I'm starting to see people are going to be using prediction markets to pretty much kind of front run a lot of the news that's going to like, or whatever is supposed to hit the charts to drop, you know, Bitcoin or whatever thing that's going to happen. Yeah, it's like a future prophecy type thing. I don't know. It's just me spitballing because I seen it. It looked very interesting in my opinion.
Yeah, if it plays out and gives you a little bit of insight before, that's great.
Yeah. Coach K puts out this tweet: based off of most charts, the bear market started in January 2025, nearly a year ago for all the alts. I did see a lot more talks of this happening. There's some people that try to say a bear market really did start around not January, but like around that time, as we did pump, and then we had a little double top at that time a little bit, like we dumped and then came back up. BTC also barely went higher from that moment. Basically, anyone telling you that we're not bearish at this point, other than what eventually will be a relief rally, is dead ass wrong. Do you think we've been in a bear market since the beginning of this year?
Let me check. No. For Bitcoin, no. For alts, also no.
What are you looking at? The chart? I'm gonna bring you back over there.
I'm looking at the total 2, which is the altcoin chart. It is no, it's following Bitcoin. So he said January 2021 we went down.
January 2025 that's when we technically started the bear market.
Yeah. No, because January 2025. Let me zoom in here. Let me put this on the monthly. Hold on.
All right, while you do that, let me look at the comments real quick. The truth hurt says 99% of alts are going to 0. We already agreed on that. What's up? What's good, Shizzy? What's good, man? They will use the prediction markets to change opinion. Thus, it will give them the result they want. A self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's what I was
Ooh.
saying. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, if they can manipulate prediction markets, and then people start using that strategy, then
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
they can manipulate those people.
yeah. I get you.
I see what he's talking about. We had our first strike here. So what he's saying is that was the top right there. Technically, it wasn't because we double topped. But yeah, that's no way because we double topped. So it was October. Like I said, October gave us our all-time high, gave us a low. November was the top.
Okay, so you pretty much don't even agree with that. So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of takes, man. 70K BTC should not break down. It better not.
It better not. But looking at this bigger structure right here.
What's that? The total two?
Yeah, this is the total two, and this is the total two since inception. It's the monthly chart. But on this monthly chart, we have top here, not good. And this is in between cycles. So what could be happening is on these 4-year cycles, we're also hitting a different top that's longer than the 4-year cycles. Yeah.
Damn, yo, this is so much going on, man.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot going on.
If you guys don't know, tomorrow, the Bank of Japan is going to be doing their thing. Economic experts believe that Japan's upcoming rate increase will take Bitcoin down to $63,000. Do you agree with this, man? Do you think?
Very, very plausible. I don't know if it has to do with the rate cuts, but yeah, show me the chart. I'll show you the news. If there's something on the chart that says we could be bearish, like if there's something in the news that says we could be bearish right now, I gotta listen because the chart is kind of pointing that way.
Yeah. And now Cal, she puts out this tweet. Kathy Wood, you know me, I don't like hearing that, man. Kathy Wood says the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is now dead. This goes on to what Rand has said. He put out this tweet. What was this? This was a few days ago. Yes. It's time to acknowledge and admit that the crypto market is broken. Sometimes some people don't even like listening to Rand, to be honest with you. 2025 was a year with all the necessities for a bull market. We had liquidity. We had a pro-crypto U.S. government. We had ETFs. We had Sailor buying $1 billion a week. We had DATs. We came off the low base, Biden and Harris, and we had nation states and sovereign funds buying. We achieved scale. We have gold, silver, NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000 at all-time highs. I've seen many theories of the IPO moment. We talked about that. The trap liquidity, the 4-year cycle, but all of these seem to be desperate attempts to justify a market that does not make sense. There are two options. We discover what actually broke and who is selling. When we do, in hindsight, it will be obvious. Crazy thing is, I've watched Elio talk about something broke during that October 10th little drop that we had. That's because I see a VC just went out of business that we're going to talk about. Wintermute and them have been selling. So yeah, something has broken. We don't know what is broken. Even Tom Lee said he knows what caused the crash, but does not want to say nothing. He pussy for that. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. We have the mother of all catch-up trades because that's how markets work. They can separate from where they're supposed to be for a short period of time, but they always come back to the equilibrium. How you feel about this whole thesis that Rand put out?
I don't know, because I'm leaning more towards the chart than anything is the reason why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, you pretty much don't think that the market is broken.
Yeah, because we always have a cycle, and what I noticed, at least from my last 2 cycles, is everyone has a crazy reason why crypto's dead. It's because China banned it. It's because this. It's because of that. It's because this. It's because of that. But we're just following the cycle, and people want to know why. So they're going again. We had this. We had that. Look, in the bear market of the last season, everything was getting built. All the laws were passing just to even let us have what we had when Biden was president, and we were still in the bear market. So fundamentals don't equal price action.
Trump says I'll soon announce our next chairman of the Fed Reserve, someone who believes in lower interest rate by a lot. This is what has a lot of people bullish for 2026. Essentially, this is what we've seen on the I'll show you guys the app pretty much, but once Kevin Hassett went back up as the favorite, that little spike happened, and I don't know what the hell happened after that, because we dropped right back down. Soon as the US market opened, somebody tweeted out, we went from 90K right back down to 86, which was crazy.
Yeah, so, which was expected if you were only looking at the charts. You expected.
Yeah. Like I said, you seeing some VCs shut down here. Shima Capital is the first one that has shut down. Will there be more VCs? I'm pretty sure there will be, because October 10th, that actually crushed a lot of people. You've seen some people committing suicide. You've seen some other VCs or capital funds going insolvent. So yeah, a lot of shit has to come out that we have not figured out just yet. I don't know why they just haven't just threw it all out, so we all could just it could just dump all at once. We don't need to just keep kicking the can down the road. Let's just throw it all out there, man.
I think it's just happening over time, right? If you're a VC who invested into 100 altcoins and all altcoins are shitty right now, then yeah, you might be.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy. I don't know why Super. I see Super just. It's obvious it will be just a conspiracy theory on who was selling. AI will cover that info up for them. Oh man. So yeah, more news, some more development that is happening. JP Morgan, the largest US bank, has basically launched their tokenized money markets on Ethereum. This is pretty good for Ethereum. Wall Street is choosing ETH as the settlement layer. And of course, a lot of other institutions are doing the same thing. They're tokenizing on ETH. You got BlackRock, Fidelity, State Street, a bunch of different names that's all up here that's going to be building on ETH. Could we see, if the market bounce back, could we possibly see ETH make a resurgence? Because while we was talking about Bitcoin this whole time, ETH really didn't do shit. It didn't really do nothing. How you feeling about ETH going forward?
Definitely bullish on ETH. I still think ETH is going to 10K. I think it should have went to 10K this cycle, but I just feel like the retail side of things wasn't really paying attention to ETH. The retail side had this whole ETH versus Solana thing going on. So yeah, I definitely think as long as ETH is building for the long term, there is building long-term infrastructure.
Agreed.
Agreed. They've been proven to, they haven't gone down since inception and stuff like that. So over time, I definitely think that the money is pouring into ETH for sure.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of talks of there's going to be the next few altcoins that you want to really buy for going forward. It is pretty much going to be ETH. And hold up, we were supposed to talk about that later. Zcash. There's the three. They're saying it right now. It was the three pillars. I was watching. What's his name? What's that? Raoul Paul. He broke. The title was something. He broke something. I forgot what the title was. But he basically said there's three altcoins you're going to want to buy. Everybody missed the first one, which was Bitcoin, pretty much, right? But then your next ones to actually get some good gains. Safe, good safe gains, because we degents out here, so we're not gonna be looking at this like that until 5 years from now. We're gonna be like, damn, we could have bought Zcash at 400.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got Bitcoin, which people missed out on, and then you got Ethereum, which is going to be like your infrastructure layer, your programmable money, and then you got Zcash, which is going to be needed for privacy. This is what Naval and all of them also started to talk about, where you want to buy Zcash. Are you agreeing with them saying these are the two that if you wanted some safe gains over the long period of time, that you're going to buy because you already missed Bitcoin?
Could be. I don't know. I mean, Zcash has been around, and I think there's probably some other privacy plays that are at a lower market cap, but I think as far as privacy coins go, Zcash, their new update seems to be taking the lead right now.
Yeah. I see some comments here. T1. Seen Pete got rid of Kato. Don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I seen some people talking about this being a good thing, just because they was doing too many airdrops from Kato, rewarding just yappers giving them free token pretty much, and they're using that to dump the market. Even though there's a lot that's going into just dumping the market for peak, but who knows? We'll have to see though.
Did Kato have some controversy as well?
No, it's just pretty much a way for people to earn money. Really, I don't know if they had any controversy that I missed. So, it's AI bubble news. OpenAI and Oracle causing recent dumps. Really? Did you hear about that, Jay?
So, it's AI bubble news open? Yes, I've heard about that. The theory is that those three companies are propping up the S&P.
Two
right
companies, yeah.
No, it's Oracle,
Oracle, Open,
Nvidia, and OpenAI. And because it was weird, it was like, oh, Oracle announces that they're going to invest $100 million into Nvidia invest.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
OpenAI turns around and reinvests back into you know what I mean? So it's like $100 million going back and forth, counting it as 300 million.
Crazy thing is, OpenAI just started the talks to raise $100 billion at a $750 billion valuation.
750 billion? I thought it was like $1 trillion valuation or something.
I don't know. That's damn near close to it.
It was like crazy. Like,
and they already talking about Elon being the first trillionaire by 2026.
Yeah, they already approved his compensation. Yeah.
SpaceX does the IPO next year, I think. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit getting crazy.
Oh no, it was SpaceX that wanted to do the $1 billion IPO. So yeah, it must have been another one. You're right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Elon had pinned something. AI robotics still have hopes on robotics. Yeah, I think 2026 is the year for robotics.
Elon is pushing robotics hard. Like his belief in robotics is that robotics is going to take over, and we're not going to be able to work.
now, will it play out on the charts for cryptos? Like, would it play out for like Peak, IoTex, and all of these like robotic coins? I don't know. It depends again on the overall market. But then we could have we could have an independent runner for a little bit, and then it crashes back down with the market. So it's going to be interesting to see. But like I said, 2026 is going to be the year of robotics. If it plays out just for the stock market or crypto is yet to be seen. We're going to have, it's a lot to wait for, man. 10 is the only privacy on Ethereum. Yeah. We talked about 10. 10 is new banker's coin.
10 is the new banker's coin. What's 10? Show me 10.
We talked about 10 last stream too. 10 is that privacy thing that they was building from R3. Oh, what the? Yeah.
Is Supervisor and Super the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay, his name. Okay.
He changes his name. Yeah, 10. Right now is under, I don't know what the market cap is, but if we going off of FDV under 10 million, it looks pretty strong. We're gonna have to see though. If there is more dumping,
yeah.
We look at 3 months. Yeah, it's just been dumping for the 3 months. So,
but you know that we going down, I'm looking for things to buy, like something like that. You know?
We're gonna get into that conversation now. There's a lot to talk about. Let's look at the top gainers and top losers. I was supposed to talk about layer ones a little bit later. Let's move layer ones over there. All right, top gainers and top losers here. Nothing too crazy because more markets is pretty boring, really. But I did want to bring up one thing because it seems like we will have a conversation about this very soon. Humidify, which is going to be the new DEX that's getting hype. Like, I mean, ridiculous hype on Solana right now. No one's really talking about like Jupiter, Radium, all of them. They're really talking about Humidify, Wet. But yeah, right now, Wet is the only DEX protocol to do over 1 billion in DEX volume, taking 30% of the trade volume, which is crazy. Have you looked into Humidify at all?
No, I haven't heard of Humidify. It's my first time hearing it.
Yeah, the new DEX. It's the new DEX on Solana, getting a lot of talks, a lot of traction right now. So, do you think it could possibly even compete with Jupiter? Because Jupiter hasn't really done much, and no one seems to really be talking about Jupiter. And since the price of Wet right now is at 52 million market cap, I do know a lot of people are going to be more attracted to this than Jupiter. It's like a 10x away from it right now. So if it's taking that much volume, who knows how it's going to play out. So far, it's looking like we had a transition. I don't know how early you guys been on Solana, but last cycle, the main DEX on Solana was Radium. Going into this cycle here, it became Jupiter. And it looks like Jupiter is not going to hold the top spot for too long. How you feeling about the Dex race over there?
Yeah, I don't. The Dex race on Solana is interesting. Wherever they make it easier for people to trade those memes, that's why Jup took over, because they got integrated with a lot of the swapping protocols, and it was rap. So
Yeah, but now you got Pump because they got their own Pump swap. I wonder what Pump is going to do. I did hear speculations before that they was going to do their own layer 1, or was it layer 2 for Solana. So it'll be interesting because if they move off of Solana or do their own thing, that's going to take a lot of things off of Solana.
Yeah, me personally, I feel like Pump is dying. Pump is
death right now. We're gonna talk about that because a lot of the meme coin traders are actually starting to flip over to prediction markets. Have you heard of Surf? Neobank backed by Build on Circle. Surf. I actually did kind of see some things, but I never even looked into it. Do they got the token out already? Which one is it, Shizzy? Is this Surf Cash or a regular Surf right here? Let me see. Can't be this one. Yeah, it's not this one. It's not this
wet chart actually looks like it's in its own cycle right now. Like
what? This what?
This wet chart is pumping right now.
It's pumping right now? Pull it up. Let me see.
That's a nice pattern. Rounded bottoms pay the bills.
Ain't paying my bills because I ain't got it.
You gotta buy the rounded bottom.
I can't get into it now. Yeah, man. Chart not looking too bad over there for wet. I think is it this one, Shizzy? I don't know. Surf Cash. Yeah. He said Surf Cash. I don't even know about this one.
What do you say about this?
They're backed by Build on Circle, so they're backed by Circle pretty much.
They're backed by Circle and Coinbase then too.
It's gonna be. I think Neobanks is also gonna be talked about next cycle a lot, because a lot of companies are trying to do their own digital payment shit. So I do think that that's gonna probably play off onto crypto a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think
Coinbase has like first mover status in that though. So I think Coinbase, I know they're applying for some regulated stuff, but I think it's only a matter of time before they go ahead and get their bank charter.
Oh no, yeah, Coinbase. Yeah, we're gonna get to Coinbase in just a second here. They trying to run things. After they beat the SEC, they just said fuck it.
They went all out.
I do see this conversation being a thing a lot more now, where the valuations for these layer 1s are starting to get a little too crazy. People are just starting to talk about how these layer 1s and layer 2s are way too overvalued. Are you in the same camp about these layer 1s right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we base it on how much volume they're doing and how much they're actually how much money they're actually generating. Yeah, definitely. A lot of I would say a lot of cryptos are running on VC funding right now and not really making any revenue.
What's crazy? There was I don't know if you even peeped, but there was these two guys right on the thread guys live stream. They was having a debate on how do you value these layer 1s. Is it through revenue? Is it through on-chain metrics? How do you value these joints? Because they was going back and forth. Crazy thing is, one guy is a dev that's building out a new layer 1, arguing how a lot of these layer 1s are overvalued, and the other one is basically an investor in the layer 1 that he's building out. It was crazy. I was listening to the whole thing, man. But yeah, layer 1s, to be honest, all these infrastructures, I do think a lot of them are overvalued. There's only a few that should be even close to the valuation that they're at. That's pretty much Solana, Ethereum. Even Ethereum is a little too high. BNB. If Base gets their token, which we're going to talk about very soon, they should be up there. But anything else, I really don't see. Cardano should not really be up here at 12 billion anymore.
Yeah.
Hedera, it really shouldn't be up here anymore too much like that. A lot of things just shouldn't be this high, but we are in an overvalued, the whole crypto pretty much is overvalued as of right now. You agree with that?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's overvalued right now. And for me, what I like to pay attention to is I'll share my screen, but
yeah, go ahead.
I think I just compare it to stocks, right? So right now you got these stocks up here where that people think are pretty much in the bubble. But once you start coming down, you start saying, okay, like Bank of America, 400 billion, Netflix, 300, and then just kind of getting a feel for like, okay, where's the stock market topping out? I'm not gonna get too crazy, and because a lot of people are overvaluating things, right? So it's like I'm not gonna get too crazy and say that any token is gonna cross the stock market at this point in time, besides Bitcoin. So that's what would help get like a sense of if they're overvalued or not.
So you comparing it to the stock market right now to see,
Yeah.
to get a little idea. That's interesting.
To
I
get an idea
I wasn't doing it that way.
Yeah, for like the long term, right? So when I'm like, okay, so I look at the stock market and I'm like, okay, the stock market is still way higher than crypto, so crypto in general could still be undervalued, but then once we start getting up here to like some of these, it's like I gotta have real infrastructure, has to be having real money running through it, building, then they can start get to like, okay, Solana, it's at 67 billion. Okay, they move a lot of money on Solana, so I can see it getting a little bit higher than that.
Okay.
Like
Different
Cardano,
approach.
like I don't really see Cardano moving a lot of money, but then you scroll down, I see Hedera moving a lot of money, stuff like that. When they're going for real estate and those higher investments, it's maybe similar to, Bank of America, maybe Capital One, maybe, and try to compare like that. Because the stock market, I'm calling that like the top. I'm like crypto is. It's not. We're not early anymore. Once we start getting cryptos at the same price as the stock market, top tokens.
Oh, I see some comments over here on retake. What market is that, Austin? You gotta let me know what part of the stream you was at just now. So I don't remember what market we was just talking about. Oh man,
retake, y'all. Good morning, man.
It's good retake, guys. But yeah, let's switch back to screen here. So now there's some new launches that's coming out, and this is what I'm talking about. Some of these valuations are starting to look crazy, man. So everyone's now doing ICOs instead of doing airdrops, which is, I don't know. You think that's a good thing or a bad thing, Jay?
You said ICOs instead of airdrops?
Yeah, like Gensei AI, they got the fire. They got a fire ticker, by the way. These guys are going. They just raised, just like Mega ETH, 3% sell up to $1 billion. The sale will be on Sonar December 15th. Is actually, I think they doing it right now. I was in one of their live streams right now. They do got some crazy backers in here. You see Andreessen. You see Coin Fund here. And we look into it a little bit more. You got some other names over here. Some new VCs I've never even heard of, like Eden Block. And then you got Aiden here. This is the guy that I forgot what was he was building out on virtuals. If you guys don't remember, I think he called it Top Shot. He changed the name from it. It was supposed to be like a VC for like agents on virtuals. Okay. And then yeah, so they raised out pretty much, as you can see here, about 50 million so far from seed to Series A, and then ICO they're gonna do another 30 million for Echo. And you can see 100% unlock or 12-month unlock. 12-month lockup here. And then the other one that is going to be coming out is Octra. Now Octra also is doing their raise. I think they delayed it back 24 hours. They're doing their raise as of right now. I don't see too many of the big names that I've seen with Jensen, but these guys are also doing their raise on Echo as well. So Echo is starting to do a lot of ICOs. I wonder what the next ICO for base is going to be though. And then you got Zama here, sound like some Dragon Ball Z character. They didn't really raise too much here. Do you see any interesting ICOs that's going to be coming up for you, Jay?
No, I haven't really been paying attention to ICOs really, because I haven't got an ICO in a minute, but I haven't really been on the ICO hype. But I think now is probably the hype to get on ICOs.
Yeah.
Especially if they have like a 12-month lockup and they unlock around November of next year.
I want to give these guys some time as they come out. I do want to see how they perform as they come out, because I don't even know where this market is going to be at, man. This market is tough, man. Coinbase expands into stock prediction markets, Solana, DEX trading via Jupiter, and more. So If you guys missed yesterday's announcement from Coinbase, pretty much Coinbase was supposed to announce a bunch of products that they had, right? You know, I've been telling y'all I didn't care about these products if it's not the base token, because we want the base token. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this is pretty cool that they are doing. They're pretty much really trying to be the everything app, take over everything that it makes. And it starts to make sense on the moves that Robinhood was making. Maybe Robinhood already knew that Coinbase was trying to be the everything app, so Robinhood is doing the same thing, because Robinhood dropped their prediction markets. They're adding cryptos to their platform.
Yeah, I think it's the way around, honestly. I think, you know, Coinbase #1 in crypto. Robinhood came in and snatched a lot of that liquidity.
Oh, yeah.
And Coinbase like, yo, we got to, in order to stay #1, we got to compete with Robinhood.
Yeah. And Robinhood also, people don't even know, they're building out their own layer too, off of Arbitrum. I think it's Arbitrum, yeah. So they're doing their own thing. And it's funny.
Layer 3, wouldn't it?
Huh?
Because isn't Arbitrum a layer 2? So they're going to do a layer 3?
No. They're gonna be a part of. So you know how Optimism has their like super chain and things like that. Arbitrum has their Orbit, which is pretty much their L3s, but they're built on top of that, built on ETH. Hey, it's a lot of jargon. But Coinbase uses the Optimism stack for their L2, and Robinhood is going to be using the Arbitrum stack for their L2. It's crazy the competition that's going on.
They're gonna do. I like that.
So it's just competition all over the place right now. So looking at everything, Coinbase is now, you know, tokenizing stocks. We already knew that tokenizing stocks was going to be a thing. I actually thought it was going to be more of a crypto project that was going to be able to take over for this like sector right here, where they could get tokenized stocks. But now Coinbase is going to do it. We'll see if there's going to be any altcoins that can compete with Coinbase in terms of tokenizations of stocks. Then they got prediction markets via Kalshi, right? And then they added DEX trading, which is interesting. They have DEX trading for Solana. They have DEX trading for Base. They're basically opening up Coinbase to the degen markets, to everybody.
Yes.
Which is crazy. People are going to be losing money left and right if they don't know.
Facts.
But prediction markets via Kalshi is interesting because they chose Kalshi instead of Polymarket. That was a little discussion going on there too. So they're going to have their prediction markets right on the app. Coinbase is getting interesting. They got custom stable coins. We already knew a lot of different companies is going to be dropping their own stable coins. You already seen, what was it? Klarna got their stable coins. I think Starbucks got one. There's going to be a lot of different companies that's going to be doing their own thing. And then them doing custom stable coins. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, they did a lot of things. They announced some good things besides announcing the goddamn base token. I'm not going to get over that, man. We needed that base token, man. Let me look at some of these comments before we move on here. So when do you guys think the cycle ends? Jay, when are you thinking the cycle is going to end? Because you already telling us that the bear market not going to end till November.
Yeah, I hope not, you know, but I think the top is in, you know, the local top is in at the very least, you know. I hope that I hope we don't go into, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because part of it's like, hey, if we're in a bear market, let's go ahead and get to the bear market. I could collect all the cryptos I want.
Yeah.
You know, and let them bleed, and I could buy them up, you know, since I'm like mostly stabled up right now. But as far as, I think we already topped out for a little bit for sure.
This is why I love our channel, man. You got two takes. You got Jay with his own take, and you got mine. And it's rare. It's not always going to be the same take too. Jay's more on the bear side right now. We call him the big bear, right? I'm on the camp where there's a potential. I'm starting to see what a lot of these guys are talking about for 2026, where it's either first half of 2026 we up and then we crash, or it's the opposite, where first half of 2026 we down and then second half we pump. I don't know. It's time to play. It's like you got to do what's best for your pockets, because you're going to just hear so many different takes all over the place. You're going to hear 4-year cycle, you're going to hear extended cycle, 2026 this. Who knows? If you got the money to DCA right now, keep DCA, and that's your best bet. Except for like these altcoins that just got continued vesting right now. That's like your peak and things like that, because they're going to keep going lower if the market goes lower. Now you're going to have to, if you want to just stay in stables, that's even better, because you're going to have more money to like just full port something.
Yeah. I will say for me, like one of the things is like even if we go into a bear market cycle, once we get out of the bear market cycle, the main thing is you don't want to be telling yourself, "I wish I would have bought more."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Every time you can tell me, every time you get a hit, 50x, 100x, what's the first thought you have?
I should have bought more.
You know what I mean? Like you be happy, but you be like, damn, if I would have bought $100 more, that would have been.
I could have had 50,000 more than I had right now.
$50,000 more than I exactly. So DCAing right now. That's why I'm like, if we are like topped out already, either way, it's a good time for me to like start collecting. You know what I mean? I wasn't collecting at the top, which is what I've done in the last cycle.
You could wait for confirmation for the market to turn back around.
Exactly.
Or you could be one of those guys that try to catch the falling knife. That shit never works out because that shit gonna cut you and you're gonna bleed.
Don't do that. And right now it's like, learn how to read these charts, man. Learn how to read these charts, because it will delete so much noise out of your way. And then when you hear people talking, you can take what they have and apply it to your chart. Like, okay, cool. It's more of like a confirmation. Like, you're like, are we gonna bounce on the chart? And then somebody says something bullish is coming. You're like, oh, okay, we got bullish news right around the time I think it's supposed to pop. Now I got two confirmations.
You said something in there. I also was listening. I'm listening to a lot of these guys right now because this is the time where it's so boring. I just like listening to these guys, and they do be having some good points. Raul Paul brought up the fact of borrowed conviction. That is crazy because if you guys don't know, pretty much a lot of you guys probably watch like hundreds of people on YouTube and shit like that, and everybody has their favorite altcoins, which has you building up your conviction on their picks, giving you guys that borrowed conviction. If you're gonna buy any altcoins or stack up on any altcoins that I talk about, Jay talk about, any of your other favorite YouTubers talk about, you gotta build your own conviction. It can't be like, oh yeah, because these guys are bullish on it, let me just keep buying it. Let me just keep buying it because they're bullish on it. That's the perfect way to lose money, because you don't know what their bag is looking like. You don't know if they actually even own what they're talking about. It's a lot that goes into that. So yeah, borrowed conviction, don't do that.
Yeah.
Wong says,
for me, it's hard to go against what other people are saying. Like, it's hard to keep your own conviction. Like, even right now, it's like I'm looking at the chart's bearish. Even EA's like, you big bear. I'm like, I wish I wasn't. But I'm going off the chart though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta keep that conviction.
And it's crazy because I even said this. How many times did I say October I was going to be out the market? If you guys watched a lot of my live streams this past year, I said October. I even took a screenshot of it in my Discord of last year, April 2024, of me saying October this year I want to be out the market. Once I round tripped a few alts, I said, nah, I gotta stay here longer. October come around, I'm like, god damn, still no pump. I gotta stay here longer now. Now I should have even got out more, but now I'm here. So now I gotta believe in 2026 one way or another. We're gonna have to see, man. I'm gonna ride out with this shit, man. Wong says, oh, fuck my portfolio, man. Bleed even further since. Yeah, a lot of alts is gonna be bleeding. Should I still hold my Peak and Plume? They bled like crazy. It's really, I can't give you financial advice, right? But if the market is going to continue to go lower, those altcoins are going to go lower. One, Peak has ongoing vesting, meaning there's more inflation that's going to come into the market. That is going to create even more sell pressure. Where's Peak right now? Is that what you pulled up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. It's going to create more sell pressure, meaning it's going to go lower. It's going to continue to go lower until like the sell pressure subsides and the market looks even bullish. What that look like for you, Jay? That we're going to go lower, right?
Yeah, it looks like we'll go lower. A lot of the tokens are still not into circulation yet, about half of them.
Yeah, we got 50% more to go.
Max supply of Peak is infinity, huh?
Yeah. So Peak, you gotta wait to see where this is gonna go. You know me, I'm still very bullish on Peak, but you gotta call a spade a spade. It's probably gonna bleed with the fucking market. Plume, vesting for Plume didn't start yet. I'm in a private sale, and I'm telling you this right now. The first allocation I'm getting, I'm immediately selling. I'm imagining a lot of people that's with me, when they get their first allocation, they're going to be selling as well. And their first allocation comes out, it should be coming out next month here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Plume could go a lot lower too, because there's going to be increased sell pressure over the months, and that vesting just started for Plume. So if we're in a bear market like Jay says, hey, it's going to be hard for Plume to shake back up. And if we're still in the bull market, it's still going to be hard, because that sell pressure is going to hit. Yeah, what's that looking like? It's going down too.
Yeah, it hasn't filled that. You know, that wick, we were saying they were going to fill that wick. A lot of them did already. It hasn't filled the wick yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I just say, like, still be bullish, but do what makes sense to your portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Like, be bullish on the token, but don't try to reserve as much wealth as possible. Preserve as much wealth as possible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
try not to DCA so often, right? Like,
or so hard, or so heavy. You know, start to DCA, like, raise your DCA up as the market starts to turn around.
Yeah, that's a good point right there too. If I was supposed to like even DCA into some other alts right now, honestly, the alts that I would be picking, it would be alts with no vesting schedule. Like, there's not much inflation left. Like, I mean, like, they have like a few months of investing left, or literally all the tokens is out in circulating supply as of right now. I don't want to DCA into alt, and knowing if we're going to be hitting that bear market, that they have the potential to go even lower. So yeah, peak, I'm just leaving peak there. At this point in time, there's nothing for me to do for peak. I'm just going to leave it there. If the market does look a little bit bullish again, then I might start increasing. I might not increasing, but start DCAing into peak and just ride it out and see what it looks like. But right now, we're just gonna have to see. I'm still DCAing like monthly salary, but total portfolio close to 50% down. Crazy, man. Yo, if this is your first time, welcome. Some people down 90%.
If this is your first time, welcome.
I'm trying to tell you, this is a rite of passage.
Right.
It's a rite of passage, man.
Yeah, and you can, because when the market turns back around, it really only takes one of them.
Yeah, it only takes one good alt to really bring your portfolio back up, depending on how well you DCA.
Yeah,
my Taro position right now, $1,500 is $160. God damn.
Ooh.
Taro,
you don't want to know. You don't want to know about some of the altcoin portfolio I got.
Yeah, boy. Yo, that's what happens when you mess around in them low caps, man. When the bear market hit, them things is gonna pop, lock, and drop it hard. They're going down. Joe, what do you think about Banker Coin? Banker Coin, I do like. They call it the PayPal of crypto. The thing is, once again, even though I may like it, it all depends on the market. At this point in time, you can only go with the plays that you got the highest conviction in, and you can't own every altcoin. Once again, I know I talk about a lot of altcoins in this channel. I don't own all of them. I just like to talk about altcoins in general, so that's why the name is Everything Altcoin. But yeah, this thing has come back down to 16 million after running all the way up to, I think it ran up to like 100 or close to 100. Yeah, up to 100. Now 16 million. That's damn near 90% down. So yeah, there's a potential this could even go even lower. It all depends on the market, man. It all depends on the market. You looking at the chart for Banker? Oh no, I thought you would pulled it up.
Yeah, that was the Banker chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's looking slippery.
Same as the other ones. They all look filled its wick already and below it. So
to be honest, if you're looking at altcoins right now, you either preparing for the bear market, or you thinking that we're in a bull market and these are the Pico bottom. This is like the Pico bottom right here. So that's me. I do got a video I'm going to be dropping. It's going to be like altcoins that we're going to be looking at for 2026 pretty much. Because there's still a lot of development that's going on. And the thing is, by the time that the bull market comes back around, is those altcoins going to have enough funding? Are they going to be strong enough to even recover from their lows? There's a lot that's going to go into discussion. There might be a whole new host of altcoins that's going to be talked about next year.
Exactly. There'll be a new narrative or something.
Yeah. Just buy meme coins only. I can't touch meme coins, right?
Which meme coins? Don't just say meme coins, man. Say which ones, because man.
I am just glad I don't ape in one shot. Yeah, if 2026 has a bull, I will be fine. That's perfect. As long as you know you're gonna be good, you're gonna be good.
Hey man, you hear it and you paying attention and you searching for coins, you're gonna be fine either way. No
Yeah.
matter what, you're gonna be fine.
Back to the regular scheduled program here. Like I said, there's upgrades. There's a lot of things that's happening. Coinbase launched their X402 V2 upgraded payment protocol for AI agents. 2026 is going to be it's just going to be AI all over. It's just we're going to see if we're going to repeat what we did last year. If AI is going to kick off everything again. Because I do know there's some other big AI companies, traditional, like that's going to IPO too. There's a lot of talks going on. So yeah, this is the conversation we wanted to have right now because Andy put out this tweet here. Tokenization, yield, stablecoins, AI, prediction markets, and payments. 99% of crypto activity that is sustainable is happening in these categories, which is why I put up the poll. Let me go check out the poll real quick. Let me see what you guys are thinking about for the top narratives going into 2026 here. So yeah, everyone's still thinking AI. You got RWA there. Just a few votes on RWA. Prediction market, a little bit of votes. But that becomes the discussion. Since all of these being the sustainable categories, what makes them sustainable, Jay? Do you think it's going to be revenue? You think it's going to be user base? What will make these things sustainable?
They're still new. For one, like a lot of those, the infrastructure is barely set. So like tokenization, stable coins, and yield kind of go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Once they get the stable coins and they can tokenize real estate and stuff like that, then they can use that real estate to get yield. That's going to be huge. Prediction markets, yeah, because everybody's going into gambling. Robotics, I think. AI. I was gonna say
you could throw robotics into AI because it's under the umbrella.
Yeah, so I think the robotics AI kind of transitions a little bit into, okay, what do we do with the AI? We put it in robots. So you have robotics coming next, and then payments. Yeah, everybody want to get paid. So mostly about payments. So.
How low do you think Zora will go?
What the Zora chart look like?
Zora. Let me look at Zora real quick.
How do we feel about Zora now that the base app is basically gonna transition to the same thing?
Well, base app really is using Zora. Most people don't know that. They're using Zora as the tech.
The tech, okay.
Yeah, they're using Zora as the tech. That's pretty much why they was pushing Zora too.
But what does that mean for the token when the base token comes?
Honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Zora, man, because this whole like social narrative, we still haven't found anything that's become very successful that translated to the token, right? Yeah. Zora may become successful as like a company or as like a project, but is it going to translate to the actual token? That's what a lot of people. That's the $1 million question right there. Right?
Yeah.
That is $1 million question. You looking at Zora on the charts right now?
Yeah, it's Zora right.
Wrong thing. Sorry, guys.
Zora looked like it could come down. It just broke below a local bottom, so it's put in a lower low for the first time today that it's done in a while. It hasn't been this low since July, so yeah, there's not much trading here going on, so we'll see. The main thing too is like a lot of these moves are a little bit weaker, so this could turn around real quick. There's like no volume here.
You know what I think could turn Zora around too? If is somehow Robinhood, because if you guys don't know, Robinhood is also they're also kind of doing their own base like thing because they're gonna have their own social aspect to Robinhood. I forgot what they called it. And people were speculating that's the reason why they listed Zora. They could potentially be using Zora for their tech as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
God damn,
Zora's chart is kind of interesting right here.
What that look like to you, man?
It ends in 13 days. It could pump a little bit.
This the yearly chart? What's the chart?
It's a 3 month.
Okay. God damn. Yeah, Zora. We'll have to see. I'm telling you right now. I don't know how many of you guys experienced the bear market, but if we're in a bear market, or even if we're in a mini bear market, a lot of altcoins will die. A lot. And they could be right now at $100 million market cap. And if Bitcoin takes a leg down to like, let's say 79 or something, or 80, whatever, some of them not coming back from that drop that they about to witness. So be prepared for that.
And the first
Yeah,
main reason is the vesting. Main reason is vesting and inflation.
That's why I'm telling you, watch out for Plume. The vesting is going to start. And then if that sell pressure is going to be too high, you never know.
Yeah.
No matter how good the news is, if the sell pressure is too high, they might not come back. Especially if the overall market is bearish. That's why you guys got to pick up my ebook, man. The Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. I broke this all down already in that ebook. Wong says, I have pretty high AI portfolio. Hope NVIDIA narrative can save my ass. Everybody hoping NVIDIA saves AI. Much.
We at this point we hoping NVIDIA saves the market because, like we said, like somebody mentioned earlier in the stream, there is that bubble news about NVIDIA, Oracle, and OpenAI.
Yeah, you think that bubble could last for even longer because people are still waiting?
Well, I was looking on the back end, right? So you know how before the stream I was telling you a little bit that I'm doing a lot of passive income stuff in crypto. Yeah. And one of the things that I was looking at was GPU miners for AI, right? And one of the main ways to figure out what's going on is seeing how profitable miners are, right? Yeah. There seems to be like a bubble that's popping in the miner field. Like you see like GPUs kind of spiked in price when mining was most profitable. Mm-hmm. And as mining becomes a little bit less profitable, we might see some of those prices kind of even out with that. So
hey, there's a lot that's going to be talked about with the miners and GPUs for next year.
Yeah, with the miners and GPUs. Yeah. But then there's also new chips being dropped and everything. So it really is kind of up to NVIDIA to come out with their next chip and be like, hey, this one chip, kills all those miners.
And they're really not going to be focused on retail users. They're going to be more focused on data facilities, things for like that for AI. So a lot of their focus is going to like AI data centers and shit like that. Giovanni asks, Docker XBT breaking out of downtrend? No, like it could have a pump. Remember, these altcoins are so low in market cap. It doesn't take a lot of money to pump them. If Zora goes down, Docker is going to eventually go down as well. So like it might start pumping for a little bit, even here, like 7 days. That it just has a little pump here. It already looks like it's going to be coming down again. It's going to be hard to sustain. This is how you play. You playing in the fire right here. These low caps, they could really go down, especially if the overall infrastructure goes down. You see it with virtuals all the time. Once virtuals start to go down, the altcoins in the virtual ecosystem, because they're paired with it, goes down as well.
Yeah.
The same thing is going to be happening with Docker if Zora goes down. You just seen the Zora chart and it looks like it might be going down. So yeah.
What's happening with Docker, if you look at the chart right here, I encourage everybody put this 13 simple moving average on your chart and just study it, because this is a daily chart and you can see what's been happening. It broke below it over here and it'll pull back, real nice, and then it'll shoot back up to this 13, do whatever, get above it, wick above it, and then get rejected by it. So it's kind of showing that every time it comes back up to this 13, people get excited, they start buying, and then somebody in this area
dumps a lot.
Dumping right here. It's still just somebody is dumping, because whenever you see all these wicks, somebody's dumping when it gets to that area right there. But you can see it here on the chart. It's showing you every time it gets above that 13, bam, somebody shoots it down. And that does the fake out every time, because people probably get down here, they say, oh, it's coming back, and then it gets to here and gets rejected. So that's what happened today. Was it came here?
It probably was like somebody that, or Docker team themselves. They buy a token.
Yeah. So really, you want to see like some volume come in, kind of how like it did over here.
Yeah, and it's pretty much not much volume. You can see it too.
Yeah. So it got above it, and then kept the volume, and then boom, that's when it had its little pop. So it's literally like that one little moving average can tell you a lot about the token that you're in. And for me, it's like I try not to get excited and be like, oh, as it's pumping up, you can buy right here in this area, and then every single time it gets rejected by there, you see it goes lower.
And to be honest, anything under 50 million right now, I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm.
10 million, I don't even want to touch it just yet. I don't know what the heck is going to happen. That's a one-way street. That's you buy an altcoin at 10 million and it goes down to like 5 million in one day. You just lost half your money in one day. You should have just started trading memes if that's what you wanted. Dag. Damn, I haven't even. Yo, wasn't Dag your favorite altcoin?
That's my top gainer of all time.
Constellation.
Yeah, we getting ate up. I don't have any right now, but I do want to buy some. I'm not sure what's. I mean, yeah, it's getting ate up right now. Where you want to buy some at super at like 0006? Because that's there's this big box right here, but it's getting rejected right now. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I haven't looked at DAG for a long time, so it's never been like something for me. But yeah, going back to what we was just talking about, when it comes down to this conversation here, looking at some of these stablecoin issuers, do you have any of these like altcoins? Huh? Oh yeah. You have any of these altcoins that you're looking at pretty much for like stablecoin issuers, or just the payments in general?
What do we have on the list? The first two, yes, definitely. Yeah. I got really bullish on Aave. I don't know. I watched like this dude talk about Aave for like an hour, but I got really bullish on Aave and what he's saying. I definitely think Aave has potential. And then the World Liberty Fi, I'm looking more into that because it's Trump's people.
They said they announced some products too, right?
Yeah, they announced some products, but they also they announced a token. I was like, I wasn't really paying attention, but they announced, we just added this token to our index or to our portfolio or our treasury. That's what it is. They added it to their treasury, and it did like a 10x that day. It went from like 9, or in a couple days, it went from like 9. It was like a $9 million token they said they're adding to their treasury, and I was like, yo, what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna start looking at what they got going on over there.
I didn't even people into that at all. Even if payment solutions is pretty much the same thing. I don't know how you want to group it, but the fact that we seen Telcoin's news earlier this year, that to me, I'm still like, I'm mind blown. Telcoin is still over here at a $365 million market cap, man.
Yeah, crazy. That's the hope for everybody. That thing is a dinosaur.
Bro, when they talk about OGs, dinosaurs, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's this strong right now is crazy to me. Also the fact that what was it? PayPal now applied to be an official bank, and then you got Telcoin that's trying to be a bank now too. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talks going on.
So do you think that some of these traditional payment providers are going to suck up most of that market? Like, do you think a lot of people are using the PayPal stable coins? Circle's coming out with one.
Because what was it? I forgot. Stripe has their own L2.
Yeah.
They have their own L2, and they're going to get those bigger companies are going to get a basket of traditional companies that only want to mess with traditional companies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to mess with crypto companies and things like that. I feel like the crypto companies, they still got a bad rap. They still got everything that's just going bad for them, and it's only going to be crypto users that are really going to want to use them.
Mm-hmm.
But traditional side, it comes down to the traditional companies. They're probably just going to use PayPal's infrastructure, Stripe's infrastructure, things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to see what this race is gonna look like, but I do think we might have a successful crypto company coming soon. We don't know what it's gonna be. The hope is that we find it on this channel here, so we don't know. But
yeah,
all these other payment solutions and things like that, there's gonna be a lot of neobank cards coming out. A lot of them that's just gonna be up here. Some gonna fail, some gonna do okay. And there's going to be maybe like 2 or 3 that's going to be at the top of the list. Right now, you got Ultima, you got Telcoin, and you got Zebek. I don't even look into Zebek really that much.
Zebek is crazy. It's always like up there. That's an old coin too, Zebek.
Yeah.
You got Stable and Amp up there. I'm surprised Amp is still at one point. That was like the first. That was the first low cap gem I made a video on my channel.
Amp.
It was Flexa at the time.
10 million coins, $10 million market cap coins fall to 1 million coins. Yeah, they do that way too easy. I still have hope on Plume. I still do too though, They got a lot of development, the price dumping, but Sex keep listing it. No matter how many times, if you're not getting, by the time you get a Coinbase and a Binance listing or whatever, even those aren't even like, they're just meant to be traded, like, buy the rumor, sell the news type events. Sex listings aren't as important as it used to be anymore.
Exactly.
Like they just became trading events pretty much at this time. If it's going to dump, it's going to dump.
Yeah, it used to be a way bigger deal. Like, oh, it's got listed, it will pump like crazy. But now,
like there's nothing that's going to stop it. If we're in a bear market, no sex listing, not even Jesus himself coming down, could save these altcoins from going down. All right, that's just the simple hard truth. World Liberty Fi, USD1 Eco. Yeah, I gotta look. Maybe I gotta stop being a hater and look into that a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that's what I literally said. Exactly what you said. I was like, I gotta stop being a hater and pay attention real quick.
Yeah.
Like,
looking on retake. Rizza says bullish. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream over there. What else now? We going into now. This is RWAs. Any RWA altcoins you are looking at or are bullish on for, not now, but like, that you got your eyes on, because you said we going into a bear market, that you want to pick up on the lows.
Yeah.
Because we was just talking about Plume. What else?
Okay, there's Plume. I might get some Plume on that. IXS.
Yep.
About that one a couple times. But if we're going into a bear market, then I will start looking at some of these. I was literally going to say that somebody commented Ondo, like some of these higher market cap coins that I was like, oh, I missed those. If they drop like crazy, it will be the time to pick them up, because like stuff like that, that in the next market cycle is going to come back and recover. So like send Ondo to like, what is that, 1.3? Send it to 500 mil or something. Let me buy it.
Send that lower. Send it lower than 500.
Lower. Like if they go low, those to me would be the easy ones. Like, a platform that already has $1 billion worth of RWAs sitting there waiting for the market cycle to turn back around. That token is undervalued, so I will buy that token at that time.
Yeah. Right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been looking back into Centrifuge again. A lot of people don't want to hear it.
Centrifuge.
A lot of people don't want to hear it, but I've been looking back into Centrifuge. It pains me to look back into this because they was there for the Polkadot days, but now they even forgot about Polkadot. They're not even on Polkadot no more. But I'm looking back into these guys again in terms of like RWA plays, especially if this goes lower. I wanted to pick it up. They have been making some moves, and they actually put out this tweet here that I actually wanted to talk about. Do you think we're gonna get to the point where there's no TradFi versus DeFi? It's just gonna be straight finance?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we're definitely headed to that route with the whole, like with the tokenization of everything. You can even see it with like these apps like Coinbase we're talking about. It's becoming like stock and prediction markets and crypto is all
DeFi all in one,
starting to blend together. Like it's all just going to be yield and trading. So either you're going to be a trader, you're going to trade something, or you're going to stake it and get yield.
Yeah. And your altcoin, your favorite altcoin, IXX, is down here. Okay. Talking about that right there. Looking at some of these comments.
They got them assets ready to put on that chain.
Aerodrome, good coin too. Yes, Q2. Yeah. But the thing is, once again, I'm gonna keep saying it depends on the market, right? Because Q2, they do say that they're gonna have their upgrade where they're gonna be doing a lot of the buybacks. That's gonna be the strong point for Arrow to get a lot of these tokens off of the market, the buyback and burns. This is gonna be huge for them. But again, it's getting, oh my god, it's getting cheap. You know what's crazy? This might even, in terms of token price, not market cap, but in terms of token price, this might actually even get to the price where we got into it over here. If you guys don't know, I was one of the earlier people to call out Arrow on YouTube and at the earliest prices, and it did pump. But of course, the way their tokenomics is set up, the market cap, the inflation, things like that, so it doesn't really look too good. So their Q2 upgrade is going to be huge for them. Yeah, I'm pretty bullish on
What's
Arrow.
Fully diluted of Arrow?
852 million.
Okay.
And then they're going to have their fund that's going to be buying back and burning the tokens. So it's going to be a lot for Arrow in Q2.
Yeah, that one might, you got to add that one to the list for for the
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, honestly, Ondo price looking decent. 1.1 billion, definitely not high as the top dog. Yeah, it should get a little higher. But if the market goes down, I want it to go down.
Mm-hmm.
DeFi is the new banking. Yes, neo banking. Yeah. Now where was we for AI? Tell me what you looking at right now within this narrative.
Tau.
Oh yeah, I already knew it. I seen it.
I just want hella Tau. Like I'm like, yo, if Tau goes below 150, then I'm definitely looking at Tau. Like we're still at 2 billion right now, still a little high, but the halving just happened. So I'm gonna let the little, usually when the halving happens, we get bear for a little bit and then it starts to head up, which is kind of in line with the rest of the market. So that's the top of my list. I'm letting everybody know right now, like I'm gonna be buying up all the Tau when it's time.
Damn, Tau's the number one pick, huh? Tau's the number one pick. Now for me, I don't really got no like top dog pick. I'm gonna be picking an AI. I got a basket of different things that I'm really just looking at when it comes down to AI. Of course, Tau's in there. But if you guys don't know, virtuals
and virtuals, there's a couple other ones. Yeah, virtuals is another one.
I'm not saying it's my overall pick, but I just want to bring up something that just happened with virtuals.
Mm-hmm.
It's not virtuals themselves. Oh yeah, it is actually virtuals. But if you guys don't know, Ex Machina, the play we've been telling you guys we've been waiting on, right? For robotics, has partnered with Virtual Protocol, and they're going to be launching on Virtual Protocol. Now, I told my guys they're going to be launching by the end of this month here, right? So this is going to be launching. The thing is, if they do a unicorn launch, that means anyone can really get into it. But then they already had a sale. They had an auction. So there's going to be some selling pressure for those that got into the auction and got into the sale as well for Ex Machina. So I got to see how this is going to play out. But this is pretty much going to be the first robotics DAO we're going to have on crypto, on chain. And they already got some robotics humanoids already a part of that DAO where you guys can start earning some money off of. This also, you see my comment right there. Y'all could see me right there.
Yeah.
I got a video.
I saw this news and I was like, oh, like EA's gonna be excited about this one.
Yeah, I got a video I'm gonna be dropping. I told you guys I got a lot to talk about. A lot of videos, some speculation. Will I be right on all of them? No. Will I be wrong? A lot. Yeah, probably. Because this is my comment right here. Will this connection lead to a peak partnership? If you guys don't know, Ex Machina is built on peak, right?
Oh.
This right now, I'm thinking this could be the way that they open the door for a peak and virtual partnership. And why I think this will be a huge thing is because virtuals is an infrastructure where they're going to be building out some agents too. They're going to also have some robotics and things like that there, right? But anything that's like launching on virtuals through their unicorn and things like that, they could be building on the peak infrastructure and choose to get funding through the unicorn launchpad on virtuals. I think that would be a pretty good partnership for them too, and they will have their own like SDKs and things like that. Any robotics that's launching on virtuals could plug into Peak's SDK, vice versa as well. I think this is just an interesting thing because also, if you guys don't know, a few of virtuals projects have gotten listed on, not listed, but gone onto Peak. So I'm thinking there got to be a connection here. There got to be something here. I'm calling them right now. Virtuals and Peak partnership 2026. If it happens, I'll be happy. But what do you think about this, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it should happen unless Ex Machina unless Virtuals has what Peak is offering and they try to just use Virtuals. But I don't think so.
Yeah, robotics. Yeah, 2026. Yeah, like this guy said here.
That's for robotics.
Let me retweet this real quick. 2026 will be the year of robotics. I've been trying to tell y'all. Why he do this with his name like that? God damn. I wonder how many people he got with that. I wonder how many people they got with that. But yeah, so yeah, we're looking at that. Now for prediction markets, is there any prediction market altcoins you looking at? Because pretty much the top dogs do not have their tokens right now, or we don't know if they will have a token. Is there any crypto related prediction markets that you are looking at specifically?
Nope, I haven't got into that realm yet. I actually have limits on my list because we talked about it in the last stream. That was the only one that I was started to look at because yeah. But I think this narrative is definitely gonna be hot. But I think it'll follow the mainstream narrative. I don't know if any of these are gonna top the big boys.
Nah, I don't think any of these is going to top the big boys, but I do think as more of the conversation start to be, because I'm starting to see it on TikTok. I'm starting to see regular people talk about just prediction markets. And the last time we kind of see regular people talk about something was memes, and that went crazy. But the thing is, since that we don't have the two top dogs on here, no one's really going to get exposure to these besides trying to play the lower caps. A few that I'm looking at, Limitless, we've been talking about that. I'm going to drop a video. Next week I'm gonna try to drop all the videos. I gotta get in the lab and start recording these bad boys. But Preddy, I have been looking at Preddy as prediction markets right on X. I think that's a game changing. You know, you could just create a prediction market right on your social media. That changes everything for me. So yeah, I'm looking at that, and of course you guys already know I'm building out a intelligence hub for prediction markets. So pretty much I'm actually betting pretty big on prediction markets. I actually need prediction markets to succeed here. I would love it to succeed. And then Limitless, talking about Limitless here, they did integrate MoonPay, which I'm starting to see a lot more integration with Solana things to base things. I'm loving it. It's bringing the culture together. It's like the Bloods and Crips shaking hands. Prediction market.
Coin shaking hands.
Yeah. Prediction markets might be gambling right now, but a lot of people are talking about how meme coin traders are moving over to prediction markets. Do you feel like that's a good thing for the crypto market, that they're taking their money off of cryptos and bringing it on to gambling on prediction markets?
No, I don't. I think we need a crypto prediction market, something like a pump fund that allows people to easily create their own predictions and earn from it. You know, but yeah, no, I don't think
that could be something Poly Market and them will do eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that now that you bring that up, that's just too easy to do.
Yeah.
And then you told me about this one. Poly Market is to prioritize its L2 after the latest Polygon network disruption. So Poly Market will be having their own L2. It looks like they're going to be dropping their own L2. Will it? It probably will be on Optimism. It's going to be EVM compatible for sure.
It'll be EVM for sure because they're already on Polygon.
Yeah, it's going to be EVM compatible, and they got USDC, things like that. So we'll see. The thing is, when is their token going to drop is going to be the interesting thing.
Yeah, if they have a token, they might have a token because I'm sure they're not going to want to use ETH. They might have their own token and do their own stablecoin or something.
Man, so yeah, things is getting interesting. You guys already know, man. Every week we're going to be having a live stream talking about all the topics of the week that we possibly missed out on, man. Jay, you got any other thoughts you want to put out there?
Nah, man, that's it. We talked about a lot, you know.
Yeah, let me see if there's any comments anywhere else. But yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. I hope you guys are staying safe in this bear market or whatever you guys want to call it. Because where's Bitcoin at right now? Looking at Bitcoin at 85, I ain't gonna lie, this hurt, boy.
Yeah. We just call it a downtrend. We don't gotta say bear market. We say we in a downtrend right now.
That's why I had to say we in a mini bear market, man. Yeah, make me feel better.
Yeah, looking at this little chart right here, we did pop last time we had a downtrend like this. So maybe we do it. Maybe we do it right now.
Man, we'll be back again next week. Next week, what is it? It's Thursday.
Thursday is Christmas, so we might probably have to, do a different day.
Yeah, we probably gonna do a different day next week. Maybe Wednesday before Christmas. We'll see if we both are free. If not, we might just have to do a New Year's Eve stream before the New Year or something. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to have a closing stream. I'm gonna definitely try to get some dogs on the stream. I'm gonna hit up Jay. I said Jay. I'm gonna hit up Millie. Made up a few other people, see if we can have a nice little big stream to end out the year like we did last year. Again.
I'll be sick.
Yeah. So that's the stream for you guys. Hope you guys have subscribed already. If you didn't, just hit that red subscribe button and I'll check you guys. Oh, hold up. Shizzy says EC weekly double bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if And right here, if we don't get a lower low, we can have a weekly double bottom and do exactly what we did earlier this year in February, March. We bounced. We're kind of putting in that same structure right here. So this is the bullish scenario. That's why I say we could just call it a downtrend, because we're not solidifying a bear market yet until we get below this 78. Actually, I'll leave that in the chart for every stream.
Yeah, change that color. Change that color so we know. Yeah, change that color.
Purple or something. Oh, no, we need a different color. Let's see. Go yellow.
Green for money.
All right, let me take this.
Nah, I was joking.
All right, that yellow line right there. So we can put in that weekly double bottom right here. We can still pop, But then when we do that, we do have to get above 100K still. So.
All right, so we got some hopium at least to close out this stream with for you guys, man. So yeah, I'll check you guys next time. Hope you guys have a good weekend, because you guys know, stay strong, guys. Stay strong. And don't forget to subscribe to I can't even speak right now. Jay's channel, Everything Currency. Let's get him to 10K, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.
Peace.